When you're in school, it's a place for education, learning, and creativity, but it's also supposed to be a safe place, and the school will do everything they can to ensure the safety of all of their students. Drills upon drills have been brainwashed into the minds of these students. Fire drills, earthquake drills, tornado drills. Hell, there were even atomic bomb drills back in Vietnam War. Yet, there has been a new kind of drill that has been active for only a couple of years, and that is school shooting drills. When you think about it, it's pretty sad to realize that we have succumbed to the idea that there are people willing to go out of their way and shoot innocent students for doing what they were supposed to do. When we think of school shootings, we don't realize how often they happen. Since 2012, when the Sandy Hook shooting took place, to 2015, there have been 142 school shootings since. Around one school shooting per week, really. Today, I'm going to be talking about a specific school shooter that goes by the name of Thomas Lane, otherwise known as TJ Lane, the Chardon High School shooter. It was like any other day. Schools went to class, and then the lunch bell rang, and they all went to the cafeteria to eat. This is when TJ Lane, a 17-year-old, brought a .22 caliber gun with 10 rounds of ammunition and started shooting into the crowd of students and chose his victims at random. In this horrific action that lasted just a couple of minutes, he managed to unfortunately kill 3 students by the name of Daniel Parmentor, Demetrius Hewlin, and Russell Keene Jr. He also managed to injure 2 boys. One of his injured victims was shot, and as he was trying to crawl away towards the exit gates that led into the parking lot, TJ Lane went after him and shot him in the spine. He fortunately did not die, but he was left paralyzed from the attack. There was, however, a hero at the school, who was also known as a study hall teacher and a football coach by the name of Frank Hall, who chased down the school shooter after he had dropped a gun and tried fleeing the scene. With his efforts, he potentially saved the lives of plenty of other students at the school. With the help of Frank Hall, TJ Lane was captured and arrested, and if you think that TJ Lane felt any remorse or sympathy for his actions, well, you'd be completely wrong. While in the courtroom, TJ began to remove his long-sleeve button-up shirt and revealed his white under-t-shirt with the words "Killer" written on it with permanent black marker. As the victim's family had a chance to speak about what happened, TJ spun around in his chair, smiled, and laughed. But of course, that's not all. When the judge asked TJ if he had any other words he'd like to say to the family, you can see him talking to his lawyer, and his lawyer talking to TJ, pleading for him not to say anything. But TJ brushes him off and continues to stand up and say, "The hand that pulled the trigger that killed your sons now masturbates to the memory. Fuck all of you." He did this while looking at the victims' families and flipping the bird. Of course, the shit that this kid didn't end here. Eventually, while in prison, he ended up making a couple of friends, and him and his fellow inmates decided to grab a ladder and escape prison. But after 9 hours, they were captured. Honestly, what a waste of a human being. Well, anyways guys, I hope you enjoy it and stay safe out there, because some people are just fucking awful.